Now, after the time of Bach and Handel, composers started to lose interest in this kind of multi-layered trickery, and they started instead to simplify the melody and make all the other parts play a more supportive role. Melody became the governor. Suddenly, we're in a much more focused world. The sheer gorgeousness of the tune entirely dominates the overall sound. This emphasis on melody was the Enlightenment's pleasure principle at its most seductive.
In the piece of Mozart you've just heard, the first phrase has a mini ending all of its own. Like that. It's then followed by an answering phrase of identical length, which also has a mini ending of its own. Now, Baroque music has none of this obsession with balance and counterbalance. Here's a very famous tune from Handel's Messiah, I Know My Redeemer Liveth. That's a lovely first phrase, but listen to his second phrase. Well, it's a lovely second phrase, but it's rather longer and it doesn't really complement the first phrase. Now, Mozart wouldn't have done that. Mozart would have wanted the two phrases to balance each other in length and proportion. Maybe something a bit like this. So the two phrases counterbalance each other, and the whole thing is like a self-supporting arch. In Baroque music, rather like an afternoon's motoring in the country, you just go where the mood takes you. The duration and direction of the musical journey aren't pre-planned. In the classical music of Mozart, Haydn and Beethoven, the journey is completely different. Controlled by sonata form, the music is more like a train ride, with a predetermined route, stations and a strict musical timetable. The piece might start in its home key of, say, G minor, then take a prearranged amount of time to reach its destination, the new home from home of D minor. Each part of the journey, each step, follows the overall scheme. There's a sense of inevitability about it. And as a listener, you can sit back and relax in the knowledge that the composer is your trusty guide. Having reached the destination of D minor, we then take a return journey back home to G minor. Bye-bye. Thanks for a lovely holiday. The strict timetable of sonata form, far from tying the music down, allows it to soar. This is what makes the music of Mozart's time so warmly satisfying to listen to, in the same way that a neoclassical building has a sense of rightness and completeness to it. The guiding science of it may be dry, like an architect's plans, but in the right hands, and there never was a pair more skillful than Mozart's, the resulting effect can be one of staggering grace and beauty. It's this quality that some people have described as being divine in his work, dictated by God.
Mozart wasn't just a key Enlightenment figure because he had mastered so sweetly the hidden possibilities of sonata form. The 18th century equivalent of cinema and TV was the stage, and it was in his theatre works that Mozart found he could engage directly with the most topical and urgent social issues of the day.
In 1791, Mozart put a lifetime's thinking about the Enlightenment into his last and most extraordinary opera. What's more, he wrote it for the widest possible audience.